You know, they're piles of wood. They're pretty buried in snow. It's been cold, so I haven't been out here, but we're going to take one down here. There's no branch. Well, there's a few branches, but not too fuzzy. I like those ones. So, park the skidoo kind of close here. It's there's a tree between. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to go the wrong way and hit the skidoo, but if you're falling in the bush, if there isn't a good lean on the tree, make sure you keep your machines far enough away. You don't want to have to be walking home because you broke it. The trail, that's where I wanted it. We got a good start. Yeah, I made pickaroo. It's like an old hawk's beak. Just out of an old hatchet I had. That works pretty good. That's it there. I'll check it once before I cross the highway. I'm going to cross the highway and I just got to make sure that I'm not going to lose blocks of wood, or I might have to get them off the highway quick. Fairly busy highway, so yeah, I got a fair little load. Back's just, after all this cold weather, kind of stiff. So still got a couple blocks in that pile, 10 over there, a couple piles over there, and I'm gonna have to come back, take that little Widowmaker out. I'll maybe do that tomorrow, so I'll catch you a little later. check the strap before I cross the highway. You can see it's a main highway. I don't want to get stuck on there with a load of wood. So I'll give it a little bit. For those of you who haven't seen this part of my trail, another half a mile and I'll be home. Back in on the side road here. So I'm going to stop and give the neighbor a hand to shovel some snow off his roof here before I head on home. So that's all. You know, it's afternoon. I had to come back. I had a sleigh load yesterday. Took that in. So, but you see that leaner right there behind me is the one I was talking about. If you're still with me from last video, kind of a widowmaker there. It's caught just in a couple of big branches there a little bit. I assume it's rotted off down here. I got trails going across, but see, I was going back and forth and I could have had that thing come down on me. You know, it's not overly big, and I'd like to kick it out this way, but I'm not sure I can. But it's worked in the past. I'm going to just show you what I'm going to do here. And done. And you know, I've done this before where I've caused a widowmaker, you know, by hanging a tree up, and you need to get that bottom to kick out. I mean, you got to watch which way it's going to go, but if there's a little pressure on one side, it'll stay there. Make a couple of cuts, but not quite through. Now I made the cuts here this way, made the cuts down there that way, so I can take the bottom over. And even big trees, get your shoulder under it. Watch this does not fall on your foot. But we're going to just give it all 1, 2, 3. Well, you didn't see the fall, but she went down right there. I couldn't move the camera quick enough. So now you see what I did. That little push, that tree goes right up through where my trail is. It literally jumped about 7.5, 8 feet sideways when I give it a push. And I'm a little guy. You're a big guy, well, you can probably push it further, but let's make some pieces out of it. Oh goodness, look at that. Nice crack. That's it's about a 5-inch, 5.5-inch. Nice. Boy, that is straight to the fire. Love the sound of that. Dry. Be standing clear, making sure you know all the dangers. The tree comes down like that, hits another one or a piece, and just goes right up there. So always being careful, always looking around for falling dangers. And this tree was broke off, looks like, for a few years and just died. So we'll make some nice wood. Fell it across 2 of my trails there, so I don't have to throw it too far. I can just make a pile and go beside, pick it up. get them off my trail. Had to try and roll it up in my jacket so it don't freeze. You know, it's only minus 18 Celsius, but a bottle of water just sitting out in the open doesn't take long and then freezes. I can't have a drink, so then I gotta quit working. I got a nice bit of wood. So we'll get doing some loading, I guess. Let's see who's been in. There's a lot of bending. All different sizes, they all have their own place. With a nice enough trail now, I can put a pretty good load on, so I don't like to go home with half a load. Half a load if you don't, you know, not enough snow, but fill in all the holes that I can. Well, got that little Widowmaker down and other one beside it, and up a couple of other blocks here. I got a few piles out. I've been doing it for 45 years. So, you know, it's just something that you learn, and some different types of wood and different ways of working with it. And I'm going to show you a few tricks, and yeah, maybe some of you that cut firewood on a regular basis, maybe, you know, you look at this and maybe there's just things that we get in a hurry. It's not always we don't know. We get in a hurry, so we just take shortcuts and do things different, or we think they're shortcuts, and sometimes takes longer, but I'm gonna try and show you a little of that, and so it'll be a firewood kind of a video, but maybe not out here in the wood patch, so we'll catch up. So yeah, a little mixture of bigger stuff, smaller stuff. Got it tied down there. Made room for 3 of the bigger ones. Now you can see I'm not tying down yet, but I will show you the chains on here. So, and we're gonna just fire up and make a mile. Well, for those of you that are just catching up with my channel, I haven't seen my wood box. This is how I fill it. I have a little deck at the back of the house here, and I just drive up the deck, parked the toboggan. You see that I've unloaded it, and that's my wood box, and that's my ginger. Yeah, big baby. There was quite a bit of wood in the wood box, and I put that toboggan load in there. You've seen how much I was hauling. 8-foot long toboggan, and that's only as full as it filled it, so I can put another toboggan load in there. It'll fill it right up, and then I don't have to go outside for 12-13 days. If it's really cold or storming really bad, well, I have to go to the shop, put wood in the stove there, but other than that, that's just having a wood box. And there's a door over there going to the inside, so it's right beside the stove. So follow along, and you'll see the inside if you haven't, and you'll see me back out in the wood patch